y'all? What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all? We doing some little oh shoot, y'all. Okay. All right. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We in the house. Let's talk about it Tuesday, baby. Let me make sure y'all can see us good and that we streaming. If you see me in your news feed, please share it in yours. I appreciate it.
Yes. Say holla holla.
Holla holla. All right, one more check, and then we'll get this party started. All right, public. What up, y'all? It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, y'all.
Happy Tuesday.
If you see us in your news feed, say hello, share it in yours. It's Talk About It Tuesday. So, y'all know I got some things to talk about. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. All right. Y'all see I'm not by myself today. Shout out to my girl Lori Watson of Vitality Wealth Solution. What's going on, boo?
What's happening? Enjoying this fabulous Tuesday.
Indeed,
This beautiful
indeed.
weather.
If you are inside, outside, don't matter, baby. We ain't gonna take too much of y'all time up, all right? So let's see. I just got one more platform, y'all, to make sure that I'm streaming on, and then I'll get started, okay? Undo. Oh my God, yo. There we go. All right. What's poppin', y'all? It's Coach K of Upgraded Mindset / UPM Suites. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Tuesday. It's Talk About It Tuesday. And I wanted to jump on today, bad hair day and all, but hey, y'all making sure I'm always promoting. So bad hair day and all, I still want to show up and talk more about some of the things that I have been getting questions about, people inquiring about upcoming events that I got going on, upcoming events that I'm a part of, upcoming events that my girl got coming up. So we wanted to hop on live and share that information. Okay. So if you are here, go ahead and say hello in the chat. I will definitely make sure we say hello back. All right. So if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Keisha Woods, aka Coach K Transforms. I'm the founder of Upgraded Mindsets and co-founder of UPM Suites, located here in West Peoria, Illinois. I am a women's purpose, passion, perseverance, and performance coach, helping you activate and align all four of those things. My core 4P pillars are to help you with self-discovery, with really just figuring out who you want to be, what you want to become, and activate that on a personal as well as professional and entrepreneurial level. So I am super excited to have my girl Lori here. Lori, please tell us a little bit about you and the business real quick.
Sure enough, I will. So I'm Lori Watson, founder of Vitality Wealth Solutions. I am a financial literacy coach and empowerment coach, as well as insurance broker. So I specialize in life insurance, health insurance, retirement planning, and financial empowerment. So here to help small businesses grow and empower you with your financial needs. So let's talk about it.
And we so glad. I'm glad to have you here, baby. I'm glad to have you here. What's going on, Sharonda Boo? Thanks for tuning in, sis. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Sharonda.
So again, y'all, it is Talk About It Tuesday. And I wanted to talk about conversations that I know I have all the time, that my girl have all the time, and it's growth, right? A lot of y'all are, on your growth journeys, and whatever that looks like for you, hopefully this live will help you kind of really get a little more clear on what that is for you, but to also give you some insight on some of the resources that we offer, but also to help elevate yourselves, right? One thing that I have really discovered on my own journey is there's 4 levels of growth that we really need to have conversations about. And what I find as a coach is some people focus on one specific level of growth. Some people might focus on 1 or 2, but a lot of us are not focusing on all 4. And when I say 4, it is your personal, your professional, your entrepreneurial, if that's the journey you're on, and your financial. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that today. But I also wanted to give a shout out because we have an upcoming masterclass that will be going way more into detail about that, which is Operation Ambition. And it is March 25th. So you will get more information on the end, but you can catch that on all of our platforms as well. But we want to talk more about that because again, I have these conversations a lot where people are like, oh, I need to focus on my business growth, but they don't want to focus on their personal growth. And that is a lot of times why they're hindered in their business growth, because they don't believe that they need to grow on a personal note. I am here to tell you, as someone who has been on that journey, who is still on that journey, your personal growth has to be first, because guess what? It's the foundation. What you think, Lori?
Yes, I definitely think the foundation is super important because in life we have three currencies. We have knowledge, we have time, and we have money. So when you need one, you got to tap into one of the other two to gain your foundation. And so
Absolutely. I agree.
seeking out the knowledge is so important when it comes to entrepreneurship, just personal development,
Yeah.
regardless of, what area you're working in the field, whether you are an entrepreneur or a business owner or just, working your 9 to 5,
Yeah.
having that foundation of knowledge, and how to seek other avenues of growth is super important.
It is so like, and I love how you even touched base, because we are both full-time entrepreneurs. And although I work with women who are interested in becoming entrepreneurs, or who are on that journey, I don't want people to think that everybody just wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody does not want to be an entrepreneur. That's the reality of it. But the thing about it is, just because you don't want to be an entrepreneur does not mean that you should not have multiple streams of income, because that's where y'all get a lot of that twisted. When people are talking to you about multiple streams of income, the first thing y'all think is, don't nobody want to be an entrepreneur. Nobody's saying that. But if y'all ain't realizing in this day and age, you need multiple streams. A paycheck is not enough. You know what I'm saying? And this is what this is where I come in with the mindset transformation and the mindset shifts, because a lot of y'all feel like, you are content with the basics. And I'm here to tell you that's not okay. We got to stop normalizing bare minimum behavior. We got to stop normalizing just simple minded conversations. If I'm not in a conversation where there's growth, collaboration, partnerships, elevation in some shape or form, you're not going to catch me in that conversation. You know what I'm saying? And even speaking from a professional level, if you're at a dead end job that you don't see any growth in, that you've been in for 5, 6, 7 years, and you barely getting raises, you barely doing this, we got to stop normalizing that. That's not normal for you to stay stuck at one specific space. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneurs, y'all know I could talk about that all day. But a lot of y'all have great ideas for businesses. A lot of y'all don't want to invest in someone helping you to start, align, and activate the business. Just because you have a great idea, if you don't know how to market that, if you don't know how to tell people about the solution that you are trying to solve for people, whether you are a product based service, a service based service, you still have to have some form of strategy to tell people what you do and how you do it.
And
And
being
then,
open to those conversations too.
man,
Like sometimes people just go all in and think, oh, I can do it by myself,
yeah,
or they stay stuck within their circle and they don't try to, network or just have those simple conversations. You never really know who you rub elbows with that could lend a helping hand or spark an idea for you that can, set you 10 steps ahead of the game.
yeah,
But staying stuck within your circle, that doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help yourself. And then a lot of times people get burnt out or frustrated, they move on to the next thing.
yeah.
So
And you're minimizing your quality by doing that, right? Personally, a lot of y'all stay around the same people because these are people that you've been around for years, right? And I'm not saying that you can't be surrounded by people that you've known for years and this, that, the other. But if these people are not doing what it is that you desire to do, you got to sit up and ask yourself, is it still worth me staying constantly around them? Or do I need to start getting uncomfortable and branching myself out? It is all about expansion. But you also got to be disciplined in expanding yourself and be strategic, because some of y'all just jumping on bandwagons with people because of who they are. You know what I'm saying? I could sit here and shout out all my accolades all day long, and the past year I have really had to step into being appreciated, being celebrated, because although I don't call myself humble, y'all, if anybody that follows me and has been following me, I don't brag on stuff, but that don't mean I'm not proud, and that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not busting my ass doing what I need to do to continue to elevate. And my clients tell me that all the time, man, you doing amazing, you help me out so much, you this, you that. I receive that. And I talk about that now. So just be okay with, if you're wanting to grow, you've got to be able to expand on them areas, professionally. And Lori, I want you to talk more about the financial side, because we have conversations all the time with people that are like, oh, I don't need this because I got this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
do y'all realize that other people have been doing that and building multiple streams for decades? I
Decades.
literally had a conversation on the last Talk About It Tuesday, where people are like, oh, if it's an opportunity, it's a scam. We got to get out of that mindset.
Definitely.
How are you going to grow when you think everything is a scam? Y'all go to social media, y'all don't want to do no work, y'all don't want to do no research, y'all don't want to check on stuff. Do I know that there's scams out here? Absolutely. But please believe, if anybody approaches me, I am going to do my research. If they can't show me anything that's saying, oh, this is what I do, hey, I'll holler back. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all got to get out of that mindset of not wanting to grow. A lot of y'all have to incorporate all four levels of growth, and even from the financial point, Laura, we are in some crazy times right now,
Yes, we
sis.
are.
Like,
Yep.
and I really want people to know that you don't have to have $5 million to invest in your financial growth. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
And just
And growth
talking
is,
about that.
yeah, I'll just say, growth is painful too. A lot of
Ooh.
times people don't understand. Like, I think a lot of times people get complacent and set into, okay, what we're conditioned into. Okay, we get a good job, we got good benefits, we got our insurance through our work, and it's like, okay, I'm comfortable, I'm set, I don't need to talk to anybody else. Then you have somebody else that comes along, it's like, hey, did you know that you can do this with your plan? And like, oh, I'm good, and we shut it down. Or we hear the word insurance and we get scared, and we don't realize that there's so many other cultures that and I'm speaking to a lot of our melanated people here. There's so many other cultures that leverage their insurance for generational wealth. So we can't shut down things just because we get scared or we hear the word insurance, we think somebody trying to sell us a policy. That's not what I'm here for. But I am here to help empower and educate people on how to leverage that. um, I'm not perfect. Have I made mistakes financially? Absolutely.
But I think that's a part of the process, right?
Mm-hmm.
Growth requires mistakes. Growth requires obstacles. Growth requires you learning, because it's a lesson. I, nobody's perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all I'm perfect with anything. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all, this hat is like giving me like, it's bad hair day. Like,
It's all
y'all
good.
know I don't
Like it
care,
is.
but I'm just telling y'all, okay? But like, growth requires you getting uncomfortable. I love that you even said that, because that is something that I preach all the
Yes,
time.
get comfortable having those uncomfortable conversations. That's like in so many different areas of our life. That's one of the reasons why I have, Vitality Wealth Solutions has an initiative called Money Circle with Vibes. So you may
Yes.
see circulating around the city some of these flyers called Money Circle with Vibes. And what Vibes represents is vision, intentionality, belief, empowerment, and success. And with our vision, we want to see the bigger picture financially. We want to set clear goals with our money. When it comes to intentionality, we want to be intentional. We want to make purposeful money and life decisions. And sometimes it gets, whether we're in a relationship or a family ship, as I like to say, sometimes we get uncomfortable having those conversations because a lot of us may have been as growing up, a lot of times in different cultures, it's taboo to talk about your finances, or in the work area, they say, oh, don't tell your coworkers how much money you're making and stuff. So just the thought of how many times people may have not invested in maybe their retirement plan because they didn't know, they didn't have the right questions to ask. When it comes to belief with Vibes, that's developing a strong mindset to overcome those financial and mental barriers, because we got to rewire our mindset of how we think of things, how we look at things. And I always say I like to see life through, the life's journey through three lenses: life, health, and wealth, because without one, you can't have the other. And you can't enjoy wealth without having your life and your health in alignment. When it comes to empowerment, we want to make sure that we're gaining the knowledge and the tools to take control. So that's why I said, don't think you know it all. You may have a whole great plan in place, but there's never too much knowledge to gain in life.
Facts.
And when it comes to success, we want to achieve our financial freedom and have a fulfilling life, and you become successful when you complete all of those.
Yeah.
So
it comes full circle.
It does.
We have these conversations all the time. If you don't know, Lori is one of the newest members here at UPM Suites. So I love that we are able to like bounce ideas off of each other. It's not a competition thing, right? And I'm gonna be honest, some of y'all be acting like y'all got business besties, but some of y'all are envious of y'all business besties. Some of y'all don't really want to talk about the things that y'all got going on with y'all business besties because y'all worried about if they stealing ideas and stuff. Like, I'm so sick of hearing that. I'm so sick of hearing about people taking ideas and stuff. Hey, do what you got to do to get around the right people, because if somebody taking your idea, them not your people. Like, stop thinking because they are established in this area, or you think that they got it going on in this area, that they your people. They not. And if you are worried about somebody taking your idea, then them not your people. Like, I want y'all to get out of that whole mindset of just feeling like you can only work with certain people. Why are you restricting yourself? Even from entrepreneur standpoint. But again, we're speaking on the 4 levels of growth, and the personal growth is your foundation. Y'all be like, oh, sometimes I just need to vent. I'm gonna tell you right now, do I allow people to vent to me? I do. But what you're not going to do is keep venting to me about the same conversation, the same situation. Guess what? Yeah, we're not doing that. Right, it's time to come up with some resolutions, right? I'm gonna say this, and it might not be received the right way, but a lot of y'all are self-diagnosing yourselves. Y'all have not been to the doctor and have had no mental health diagnosis as far as what's going on with you. A lot of y'all are falling to the trends on social media that you think you ADHD, you bipolar, this, that, the other. If you have not had an official diagnosis, I really want y'all to, 1, go get one. You know what I'm saying? But 2, stop trying to glamorize that. That is not a flex, okay? Social media has made it seem like that it's okay for you to be crazy. It's not.
And like, get out of that. You got to be careful what you speak into existence too.
Let me tell y'all something. Yes. That whole I'm crazy, don't this, that, the other. I'm not gonna say that I'm not crazy. Okay. But I know how to have control. You know what I'm saying? But I also know that I have diagnosis. You know what I'm saying? I have those things, and I went and found out. Stop glamorizing that, especially if you're not trying to resolve and solve anything. Your personal journey is your personal journey. The generations that we grew up with, those value systems that we were raised on and stuff like that, you don't have to live your life like that. Stop letting society tell you that because your mama raised you this way or your grandmother raised you this way, that that's the way you got to be. You owe it to yourself to figure out what your systems are, what your beliefs are, what your values are. Do I believe in God? All day long. You know what I'm saying? But what nobody's going to tell me but that man upstairs himself is how I operate, how I deliver my message. People think I don't believe in God because I talk shit, and I do. Okay? That's me. That's my message. And I had to have that conversation with me because I was like, okay, am I not saying the message the right way? And you know what came to me? I gave you the message how I wanted you to receive, to give that message.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, people say just pray about it. I'm a big advocate against, don't say nothing to me about just pray about it, because God gave you the feet to walk and take the necessary steps to make it happen, So it's up to you to make that decision at the end of the day. God gave us free will. So if we sitting around just praying, waiting on God to, oh God, please help us. No, God gave us the will. He gave us these ideas. He gave us these visions. So it's up to us to make it happen.
That part. And what I'm going to tell y'all is, we see what's going on in this country. Me, as someone who has been an investor for years, stop sitting up here falling with the scare tactics. I get that this country is in a free for all right now. It is crazy. It is going on. But a growth minded person is looking at this as the opportunity to invest and to build and to create wealth for themselves. Because if y'all don't think for one second that I don't got some stocks on my radar that I'm looking at to invest in because the stock market plummeted, period.
And I like to touch on that too, because I like what Joshua just said about breaking generational behaviors and stop blaming elders for your situations. Like you said, when it comes to the stock market, things like that nature, a lot of times people weren't educated on how you could participate in the stock market. These are things we're not taught in school, but there's ways for us to participate in the stock market without risking these losses. And so allowing somebody to help educate you, if they're willing to teach you, be willing to learn. And I think that's where we often, as a community, we tend to, shun information because of who's delivering the message. And that's something we have definitely got to get out of. Like, oh, I don't know you, so I ain't listening to you. You doing yourself a disservice.
Who are you? I'm telling you one thing. I'm somebody that since 2020 has been investing in stocks, has been researching that, has been doing that. Because I don't talk about it, don't think for 1 second I ain't educated. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna also tell y'all too, everybody ain't worthy of me having that conversation with them. Like, say what y'all want, but if you're not serious about growth, I'm not wasting my breath on you. It's just that simple. Now, if you want to sit down and have a real conversation, I have great people that come, whether it's through Growth Over Everything, whether they are a client, whether they are coming to me asking me for advice about specific things, whether they hourly clients, whatever they may be. Trust and believe they can come to me with those conversations. I'm open to receive those. But y'all random people that just be like, oh, people need to start teaching us for free. Y'all don't want to learn free game. Y'all don't want to learn it because y'all either think it's a scam or y'all too busy worried about the gossip sites. Y'all busy worried about celebrity gossip and everything else. Y'all don't want to know for real. So guess what? I'm not going to waste my breath on those conversations with y'all. So it's just what it is. But I will tell you, talking about growth is something that we are really pushing with Operation Ambition, because one thing that I'm gonna tell y'all, I love networking. It's Women's History Month, so I have really been out here networking with ladies, going to events. I have a couple of my own events coming up. I have NABO, which I actually am on the panel for NABO, which is next Wednesday, March 19th. If you are wanting a ticket for dinner and the panel discussion, tickets need to be purchased by tomorrow, which is March 12th. And that information is on my page. So get your tickets and come and join me and 3 other phenomenal ladies as we talk on the panel about the CEO of your health. And that is aligning perfectly with what I'm talking about today. But also, you'll be able to network with other women. So that's specifically for ladies. Now, when it comes to Operation Ambition, I love that me and Lori have collaborated on this thing. It is so important to collaborate with those who share in like-minded. And one thing me and Lori share together is mindset, baby. I'm all about the personal purpose, the transformation. She is all about rewiring your money mindset. So it was just a win-win for us to collaborate and really talk more about that. With Operation Ambition, we are going to dive so deep into things that are really helping you with your discovery journey, discovering what it is that you want to do. Read the list off, Lauren. Let them know what we got going on with Operation Ambition.
Absolutely. So we will be uncovering the deeper meaning behind your goals and your aspirations, recognizing and leveraging your unique talents for personal and professional growth. We will be aligning and activating your purpose-driven self for balance and harmony. Practical techniques on shifting your beliefs about money. Like I said, rewiring that money mindset and cultivating an abundance mindset for positive financial opportunities. And of course, wise financial investment insights for building long-term wealth. So being intentional with that.
Hey, listen, you about to get so much raw tools, resources, strategies, all with Operation Ambition. This is not just a woman event. This is for men and women. Okay. This is our first collaborative event that we are hosting. But we are also contributing to another small business because we are having it at Camille's out in Dunlap. We definitely wanted to make sure that we supported another small business as well. Listen, I do that all the time, right? And I know when people are like, oh, we should support. I do that every day. I actually just had lunch from She Pop. Like, I just had nachos from She Pop. It is a normal thing for me. And when you normalize supporting other businesses and doing that, you don't have to make it an announcement. It's something that I do. You know what I'm saying?
That's like, day all the time.
I support small business all day, every day. It is normal for me. You know what I'm saying? So I want us to, really get into the intention of doing that, but I wanted to talk more about like the power of collaboration, but I also wanted us to talk more about, the 4 levels of growth. It's time for you to do a self-check. Check where you need to be checked at. You are not always right. You got work to do. Everybody has some form of work to do, whether it's your personal growth because you're tired of being frustrated and stuck in life, whether it's your professional growth because you're tired of that job that you've been at for years and ain't made but a 50-cent raise in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the entrepreneurial side of things because you're tired of sharing and marketing to the same 50 people on your on social media, you know what I'm saying? And whether it's your financial, if you're open to conversations to help you expand your finances. I get we got tax money. Yep, it's y'all money. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you have not put any money into some form of investment with y'all tax money, then you are the people that I'm talking to.
And as an entrepreneur or a business owner, and even as an individual, not having yourself insured for, like, emergencies is so important, because my biggest thing is, I ask people all the time, what happens if you don't die? We always hear life insurance as a, oh, it's just, well, I'm leaving money behind for people. But like I said, other cultures leverage insurance for their financial gain and while they're living. So we can't just shut that down because we hear that word as insurance and we think somebody trying to sell us a policy, like I said before. But it's literally utilizing it for your financial leveraging of your finances, your business. And I'm going to tap on this just for a second, because I see Sharonda had mentioned in there too a little bit back about making sure that you have your business and your personal stuff. Let's see, where's her comment?
What she say?
Making sure that you have everything
probably up here
covered. Yeah, it was one of her first comments. So making sure not only that you have life insurance, but whether it's auto insurance, having yourself covered for your, if you have an accident, maybe you pull a muscle while you're working and now you're running this business. Now you can't work because you've injured yourself or you became ill. What do you have to fall back on during those times? So if you don't have yourself covered and you have just basic insurance, that's, through your employer, that's not going to cover those expenses. Yes, like you said, part of being wise with money is learning to do without and save for a rainy day. Yes, I like that, Joshua.
Yeah, it's facts. It's facts.
Definitely. But like I said, making sure that you when you have your insurance set up for yourself, it's protecting your financial assets. So it's like it's protecting you from having money to come out of pocket during an emergency that you may not have to free up at that time or have freed up at that time. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I missed that comment.
Nope, you good. You good. Listen, Charlene said absolutely. Listen, y'all. The rule is now it's time to educate and elevate. Okay. If you don't know what that looks like for you, then nothing's wrong with having a conversation. All you gotta do is reach out. Keisha, I want to talk more about this specific conversation. First conversations is always on me. Okay. I'm all about us leveraging all levels of our growth. If I'm not the person for you, I don't have a problem with that. But I also don't have a problem with having that initial conversation to help you figure that out. Because it's really time for us to stop sitting around. I pray every day, okay? But what I tell you is I take action after my prayer. A lot of times people just will pray and they just are hoping and wishing after that, and no action is being done. We are done living like that, y'all. It's time for us to take the action that's required. Get uncomfortable. I know, and especially as women, we are so scared to reach out because we don't want to be looked at as weak, vulnerable, but we don't know everything when it comes to elevating, because if we did, we'd be doing it flawlessly. Okay, we are phenomenal. It is Women's History Month, so baby, I'm out here celebrating us every single day, but I do that 365. I don't need a month for that. But I'm also here to educate and elevate us. It's far beyond the times of just saying, hey, how you doing? I'm really ready to teach, but I'm also being taught. I don't have a problem with nobody teaching me nothing. I received that. Okay. So I really, if you are here in the Peoria area, please get registered for Operation Ambition. Again, this is a men and women friendly event. We will be networking, but you are going to be leaving with so many tools to help you with these 4 levels of growth: your personal, professional, entrepreneurial, and financial growth and well-being. The journey to prosperity and growth. That's what it's all about, y'all. And if you are not here in the Peoria area, please feel free to reach out. You can visit the upmsuitesil.com. You can visit my individual website, which is upgradedmindsets.life. Lori?
Yeah, you can find me at vitalitywealthsolutions.com. or Vitality Wealth Solutions on Facebook.
Yep. Again, y'all share this in y'all newsfeed, okay? I hope that y'all caught a gem or two that was able to help you with that. But if you are here in Peoria and are interested in digging deeper in these areas of growth, then we invite you to join us at Operation Ambition. But we're gonna get out of here and get some work done here at UPM. Feel free to stop by because you can purchase tickets here at UPM. You can go on Eventbrite. You can go to the upmsuitesil.com website and purchase tickets as well. So
And
again,
Alignable as well.
Yep, Alignable A. We everywhere, baby. So make sure you share this. Don't hesitate to reach out if y'all have any questions surrounding any of the services that me and Lori offer. But otherwise, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Talk About It Tuesday,
Yes,
baby.
talk about
And
it
we'll holla
Tuesday.
back.
Come and see us.
Bye, y'all.